Out this thing called Perfect Setup real quick. This is not a paid advertisement, but this is the best sewing machine I've ever had. It looks so easy. It's about maybe a pound and a half, 2 pounds, and it is incredible. But that's besides the point. Just working on a new track here real quick by who is this? Young Fam on the beats. It's a free, may I repeat, free beat that came out one day ago and it's got 75,000 views on it. Alright, so I wrote this down here real quick. I'm gonna try it out. Yeah. You know what? We're gonna pick a different beat real quick. Nah? Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Play the beat.
Listen to the beat, let the feelings flow. Disappearing time as rhythm goes back and forth, calibrating the light source. Energy lyrically painting peripherals perfectly. Agencies flying by in the night. That was not good, not good. This is only the second time I've done this, so we'll see how it works out. I just literally just wrote it. Just wrote it.
You know what I'm saying? Play the beat.
Listen to the beat, let the feelings flow. Disappearing time as rhythm goes back and forth, calibrating like source. Energy lyrically paint peripherals perfectly. Agents flying like. Alright, we're gonna find a different beat here real quick. How about something a little bit more? Try. What should I try? This is a. Cry. Yeah. Listen to the beat when the feelings flow, cause it disappears in time as the rhythm goes back and forth, recalibrating light source. Listen to the beat, let the feelings flow, disappear in time and the rhythm goes back and forth, recalibrating light source. Energy lyrically paint peripherals perfectly. Agents fly by in the night sky. A satellite see all in the mind. Collated, violated precision with dogs on good equipment. What can program your terabyte before you can read this? Recalibrate, directing the freedoms you thought you had. But with the innocent, you might meet the dog tags, woods, splinters. As molecules move in new directions, haze covers unknown directions. Eyes glowing, don't get down on the ground, but be prepared to salute to the flag. Yeah, stand for USA. Salute to the land in the home of the brave. Salute to the flag, Cause when they see you coming, you never knew the things that you thought you knew until it comes back and it recalibrated through and through. Trying to get onto the force so I can realize the mission inside is more than in my mind. It's a realized vision of a universal time. When I transferred my consciousness back in that timeline, it changed so many times that I couldn't even describe. The words that we're trying to be given, it's not in the mind anymore. It's happening now. It's visions, and that's playing on the news. And lyrically, it's insane, but it has no fluidity inside of the mind of it all, because it goes back and forth of the ones that don't understand. Yeah, am I supposed to go after Mr. Will Smith right now? Because yeah, I've heard he doesn't like to do this anymore because he doesn't have the rhythm and the style and the flow that he used to. But it's actually because he's a sellout little, and I don't like how he did his own kids, cause that's a different topic altogether, you know. I don't know how deep it goes, you know. Just know that it was a punch to the system at the time, cause they were trying to make everybody realign. The end of the Me Too movement came back in another direction when they started taking out the wrong side of what they thought was the winning side at the time. Was all of the evil that we're trying to realize, the systematic equation inside of everybody's mind so they could recalibrate it and manipulate it and then try to kill them all. And that's why we had to desecrate them. And that's when it ended up in this timeline when beat star gets on the beat and we got a divine time inside of this rhythm. And you know what I'm saying? It's coming off in the time, the vision and the temper going on inside of the visionary mind of the universal time. That's what I'm trying to calculate, the universal calculations inside of my mind. But it comes out in a different form when I try to spit it in a different flow, you know, because time disappears inside the rhythm inside of my mind. When I disappear, come from the future and the past, and I bring it back to the calculated version inside the round, and it's coming up from the ground so I can't see it anymore. If it does disappear inside the flow, then I disappear in time, you know, because the beat comes back. And I couldn't hear it in the background, you know what I'm saying? I was just a little kick for a minute. Yeah. Time to me, yeah, my God. Cause when the innocents look into the eyes of the ones that are holding them down, they wanna cry. They wanna cry. And I know they coming after me every day, and that's okay because I realize when I die, you know I'm gonna go meet my maker, and I'm proud to say that I got all my ends squared up with God, and I'm good with that, because when I get taken out, it's like, you know, it's love, God. But you know, that was maybe another timeline. I guess we'll find out. Cause things disappear in time, and they don't believe that it's me this time. Cause it seems like there's so many things going on in my mind, but when you look around you find that it's all me. It's all me that comes into the mind when I disappear in time, and I try to tell you that everything is going into another direction, and I can't tell which way it's going because the future and the past are all colliding into a single frame of time. And then I disappear in rhyme, and then I try to find the meaning inside, but then I realized I had it years ago when I kind of got off topic a little bit when I started talking about all the devil in this. Man, then I had to go into the mind of the one that disappeared in the rhythm and rhyme, and it's so hard to calculate this in my mind. about all the bullshit that's going on in the mind. And if you've ever seen the movie, It Comes Back in Time, when he comes out of the box and he realizes he's been there for 20 years, 30 years, or some shit like that. And then he comes out with a psychedelic vision of the vengeance that's going on inside of his brain. The burns, the shadows and visions inside of it all, and when it burns at a different level. And then when it goes and it comes off with a calculated version of what you thought you knew inside of a mind when they take these lives. And I don't want to hear about it in the mind, you know, because I've never taken a life myself, you know what I'm saying? I've only had to stop the people that were trying to, and that's my intent behind it all. And when I come back, I don't know if I come back in the same version of me, but when I came back this time, I was sworn to safety, because I never thought that I had the version of me that I thought I could be in order to make it to the level of necessity, to make it to where I needed to be to end the war of all wars. Because if I didn't disappear inside of the rhyme, then I had to calculate the version inside of my mind in order to make it so that you all survive. If I get taken out, I don't know anymore. I just know that the world was saved, and that's not all my doing. We got the calculations of everybody involved, everybody I know, everybody I don't, and every face that I've never seen before, because the dang. show you any classified, declassified, because it's all in the mind. Anyway, never had to look at any classified information. They gave me information I got because it's sent from heaven above. Or maybe it's the Atlanteans coming through me, a lyrical genius, or am I part of the insanity that brings this world into the next level of existence, where we're all floating up above and I can't hear the persistence of it all is coming out of my version of it all that never came into this light that you've seen before. Yeah, there's no fear here. I'm waiting for the day for them to come to me, even if I'm bonded in chains, because John had it worse than anybody else except for Jesus himself. And when Peter went to get hung on the cross, he said, let me flip it upside down so I have respect for Jesus above and not be hung in the same way. So you know what I'm saying. When I brought it all to the next level, I'm not the Antichrist himself. I'm just the one that brings in the ushering of the second coming. And if that works in the way it's supposed to, then we get to live happiness. And if not, then it all ends in flames for everybody. Napalm burning the skin, eyes black from their face as time disappeared in time. And everything you see inside of the mind. And I don't want to hear any more of the lines that are angry in time. And I'm trying to get that out myself, because when it comes back to the wars, then it's all ending in hell. And I don't want to see that anymore. I want us all go to heaven, earth on second coming. And you know what I'm saying? Heaven on earth inside of the rhythm and rhyme. And that's when I find the peace, love, and joy from inside that God divine. And when I hear the voices inside, I have to calibrate it all in my mind through what Jesus would say and how he walked in life. So when I find the meaning inside, I disappear into my rhyme. When I find the meaning inside, I disappear into my rhyme. When I find the meaning inside, I disappear into the rhyme. When I find inside the mind, my mind goes into another version of a different flow inside the rhythm. And you know that when I bring it back to the God flow, for God to love the world, he sacrifices only begotten son, so we can have another set for the footprints in the sand, you know? Cause I know when I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, he's got my back. And I know he walks in front of me, sword in hand. And if he's got to, he's covered in the red, white, and blue, because they aiming and squeezing at all of the ones that come after these innocents. God loves his children, you know. And if you hurt the children, that's when they're gonna show the world that the world is not gonna take this anymore, because it's going off in a new flow. I gotta find the rhythm inside of the mind, because when it comes to rap, God, that was devil divine, not the way that it was supposed to be, not the way it was sent to be. Cause when I look into God's eyes, he said it's not between you and me, it's between the devil and everybody he subjected everything to. Because when they brought me into the world, they brought him too. And I made a deal, I remember I did make a deal. I met him at the age of like 7, a tender age. When I looked into the eyes staring back at me, they were ready. And I had to cover my eyes and blind my mind, or else I couldn't let him in, but it was too late. So he gave me the secrets of the universe and everything I needed to bring up this universe into an existence. And then God showed me the way when I looked into the Bible and found a new... Aye, huh? Yeah. Going on the midnight ride. Going on a midnight ride when I look into the eyes of everybody like my side. Close my eyes when I looked inside of everybody that wanted to lie. Oh yeah. My ladies brother dance from that, you know what I'm saying? Got a little bit of a little drum, what he's talking about, you know. He said he must be smoking on that kind of this, you know. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna get somewhere in the Middle East, maybe a little bit of South Africa, East Africa, the Congo. But yeah, that's the way that it goes. And judged by his clothes, I'd say he's a native that moved out. Nah, he don't live there. I'm guessing. Yeah, too nice and classy. Yeah. On the midnight ride, smoking on the guy. On the midnight ride, smoking on the guy. On the midnight ride, sipping on the kind. Lean got me so twisted, that's why I had to stop at it. Because when I come into the rhythm that I gotta find for you, it's different with every beat, you know. And that's when I have to drop into a smooth flow. Because I don't know anything to say to this is right now supposed to be quiet at the moment, present respect to all of the slaves and innocents that are getting murdered in the mines, you know.